pair. Pictures start to pair. Love and fun we share. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air. Friends beyond compare. Pictures start to pair. Love and fun we share. Late into the night, pieces fit just right. Heartbeats taking flight. In the morning light. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Joy will show. Joy will show. Eight hands flying fast. Colors brightly clash. Pieces locked they mash. Time you cannot dash. Edge and corner find. Patterns in your mind. Joy in each line signed. Erase it, you'll not mind. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air. Friends beyond compare. Pictures start to pair. Love and fun we share. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air. Friends beyond compare. Pictures start to pair. Love and fun we share. Late into the night, pieces fit just right. Heartbeats taking flight. In the morning light. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Joy will show. Joy will show. Eight hands flying fast. Colors brightly clash. Pieces locked they mash. Time you cannot dash. Edge and corner find. Patterns in your mind. Joy in each line signed. Erase it, you'll not mind. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air. Friends beyond compare. Pictures start to pair. Love and fun we share. Piece by piece we go. With each step we grow. Together we know. Puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air. Friends beyond compare. Pictures start to pair.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's puzzle competition. Lovely to see everybody here. And welcome to our viewers on YouTube. So good morning, Fuji.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, so you had a busy day yesterday preparing for your puzzle competition that you're holding
Yes.
in Siegen next week.
Yes, in the background, I'm not sure how visible it is, but those boxes are all like related to the competition, not the puzzles on top, but like everything else. So yes, it has been a busy day yesterday.
Yeah, very nice. And yeah, so in case you didn't catch the news, Fuji and I will be hosting a puzzle marathon in Trier on the 17th of August. So this will be a 10-hour puzzle marathon for teams. And yeah, hope to see many of you join us there. The information is already live on our website if you'd like to check it out. And tickets will go on sale Monday night at 9:30 p.m. if you're keen for some in-person puzzling action.
That's going to be an amazing event. I'm already looking forward to it very much.
Yeah, so today we don't have a theme. We purposely didn't have a theme for today's competition because it's a pairs competition and it's also a 500-piece puzzle. So it's already quite a rush to show as many people as possible on the screen, and that would be a bit more slower if I also share some of the information regarding the theme, the answers from the participants. So we didn't have a theme, and because we're expecting maybe it can go pretty fast. Sometimes we have winners already with like 20 minutes or like less than 25 minutes. Yeah, we didn't want to hold back the action. Yeah, so we'll be doing the unwrapping, the reveal in a few minutes, but I just wanted to share an announcement. So I received some exciting news this morning. Anami, a speed puzzler from Switzerland, today, just a few hours ago, she fulfilled her dream and she stood on the summit of Mount Everest. So absolutely thrilled for her. Yeah, not only a great speed puzzler, she's also our friend, and just thrilled to hear the information, and just so exciting that she's made her dream come true. And she's trying to combine her hobbies of mountain climbing with speed puzzling. She brought a puzzle up with her up the mountain. She's been practicing that at the base camps. It's a 99-piece puzzle from Sunshine Puzzle, a mini puzzle, and she's been practicing it using some thin gloves that have some grip, and she was hoping to do that puzzle on the summit of Mount Everest. So we don't know yet if she did that, but we know that she made it to the top. So hopefully in some weeks we can chat with her and find out if she did any puzzling on Mount Everest. But we know that she also applied with the Guinness World Records to make a record up there, and that's like pending, so it hasn't been approved. But yeah, just really exciting news that, yeah, some of the amazing things that puzzles are doing. And her mum and her sister are participating today, Ronnie and Irma. They're doing pairs competitions, so we know it's going to be a very exciting and emotional day for them, just knowing what Anami did this morning. All right, so let's unwrap the puzzle and see what we have today.
What's it going to be? I really like the packaging on this one, I must say. This stripy wrapping paper is pretty. Is that a Schmidt?
Yes, that's a Schmidt puzzle. So yes, you can go ahead and slice the stickers as well. I don't have good experience repealing off the stickers from Schmidt. I always tend to peel off some of the cardboard as well. So best is just to slice them.
I can see some pandas. They're hopefully a little bit friendlier than the Ravensburger panda.
Yeah, and just a note, the pieces are inside a paper envelope, and it does happen that like the sticky part of the envelope does often catch pieces, and there's often pieces caught in the corner. So make sure later after you tip out the pieces, take a double check that there's no pieces in the corner. Multiple times when we did the last time we did a Schmidt, there were people at the end missing a piece, and then I was like, check the envelope, and it wasn't there. All right, Liana and Vibka, please unwrap your puzzle. So when you have unwrapped your puzzle, Liana and Vibka, you only need one camera. You can turn one of your cameras off. Yeah, so when you've unwrapped your puzzle and sliced the stickers, please place the puzzle back on the middle of the table, then I know that you're ready to go.
Everyone is getting ready. Eliana and Vipka are still opening their package.
Yeah, so as always, we have a 2-hour time limit, and we'd love to chat with the podium finishers. We're also going to chat with Jenny later on from Finland. Okay, so everyone's got their puzzle ready. Let's do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone. This rush in the beginning is always extremely exciting when everyone is dunking out the pieces.
So let's take a look at what we are puzzling today. So this is called Panda Panda Family at the Waterfall, and is from from MGL licensing. The artist is Steve Reed. So at first glance you see 3 pandas, but there are kind of pandas everywhere. There's like a panda in the panda, there's a panda rock, there's a panda in the clouds. So there's like, as you do the puzzle, you find more like hidden pandas in there. So the question is, how many pandas are there in the image? Yeah.
That can be one of the questions for the chat today. People can find the pandas.
Yeah, so let's start today at E in the alphabet. Yeah, so if you're unfamiliar with Schmidt, it's a German brand, and they have really great quality, really lovely thick pieces, excellent fit, and yeah, unique pieces, good piece shapes. Okay, so on screen we have Elisa and Everly and the Shark Party from Estonia. We also have Aliska and Eva from Czechia, Fanny and Hannah from Hungary, Fatini and Andreas from Cyprus, Hi-Fi and probably Colin. Yes, Hi-Fi and Colin from Ireland, and Ilka and Kirsten, and they're from, oops, sorry, I lost myself in the spreadsheet.
Well, based on the names, I would guess either Germany.
Yes, they're from Germany.
Yes. So far, we are in the flipping stage. We can already see some strategies forming, like Hi-Fi and Colin are using boards already, which can be pretty practical because it seems like they don't have that big of a space, or at least their table seems to be a little bit smaller than for everybody else. Other than that, there's some sorting going on, and just in the flipping stages, everyone is going through the pieces.
Yeah, that can be a good strategy if you have a smaller space to, pick out a few things that you will sort out at the beginning and then maybe stack those, or just basically, or even build on those boards and then later transfer to the other space. So yeah, looking good there. So also going to add Inga and Ellen. Jenny. So Jenny was supposed to be puzzling today with Maya, but unfortunately Maya is sick, so she's doing the puzzle by herself. But I'm definitely confident she's going to finish the puzzle by herself. So yeah, keep on going. I have had questions in the past when people said, "Oh, all the solos are sold out, but there's a pairs left. Can I just order the puzzle and do it by myself?" It's not really the intention. I mean, it should, if you purchase the puzzle, you should have the intention to do it as a pair and have somebody, planned that you can do it with. But of course, if for sickness or some other reason, your pair is unable to join you, and rather than not participating, then you could participate by yourself. At least I would do that. If my pair was not available, I would still want to be involved, and then just do it with a pair later on.
It is still an opportunity to take part in a competition. It's good practice. Even though you can't really compare like a solo time to like any pairs times, but still it's like just the participation that counts here.
Yeah, so we also, up in the top left, we have Inga and Ellen, then Jenny from Finland, Jenny and Kat. I think that's, Jenny is from Taiwan and Kat is from USA. We also have Joanna from Poland with Alexandra, Judith and Stefan, and Kasia from Poland.
We really have like a colorful selection of countries this time.
We even have a new country this time. We have someone.
Oh, which country?
We have a pair from Greece for the first time.
Nice. Welcome to Greece.
Oh, and there's the cat, Kasia and Kasia's cat wandering across the table. Yeah, so this type of image, yes, it is a bit furry. I mean, the pandas do have like this furry texture on them, and have a lot of similar colors. But you do have some, different tones within the pandas. Like I found that one of the pandas had a bit more of a, like, yes, it's black, but had more blue. Like blue brush strokes through it, and also on the white of the panda, some of the part where the light is more dominant, it's more white, and other parts are a bit more grey. So even though some people might look at the image and think, "Oh, I'm terrible at animals," or "Oh, it's a furry image," or the pandas, maybe they're having memories of, tigers where like this, the fur all looks the same. I didn't find them that hard, I have to say.
The image is still a little bit closer to an illustration than like a photograph of animals. So I think what mostly poses a challenge to people is rather the photos of fur, because there you really don't have that many pointers. But like an illustration type picture, especially something like this, where I would assume that these furry pieces are actually not that many, it might be a little bit easier to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I did end up leaving the pandas for last, but I still found that it went quite quickly. And to be honest, I haven't actually done this as a pair, so my daughter didn't have time to do it with me. But I just decided to do it by myself anyway. So I've done it in solo and was really happy with my time. So there are different elements in the image. So it's not just a whole bunch of green in the background. You have like a little patch of sky. There's a waterfall with some rocks in the center image. On the top left, you have bamboo with one type of bamboo leaf, and that's a very different leaf compared to the bamboo leaves in the other corner. And then you also have colorful flowers and butterflies and even a bird on the bottom. So there are different sections within there. It's not like it's like, oh, one person takes the panda and one person takes the green. There's also some little busy elements in there as well. So it'll be interesting to see like how they divide up the roles within that and who does what. But yeah, as we get up to 7 minutes, we can already see some people splitting up the different elements in the image. So we have Katarina, and just see who her partner is.
Another Katarina.
Yeah, Katarina and Spela from Slovenia. Then we have Katarina, with Martina from Poland. Then we have Kati and Jana from Germany. Kinga and Pavel from Poland. Kira and Jana from Finland. And Christoph and Eliska, I think they're from Czechia. Yes, exactly. But yeah, so now we're starting to see some building going on.
Yes, definitely, especially by Kinga and Pavel, who are doing great progress on the light-colored pieces. And saying hello. Yes, so with the light-colored pieces, like the sky is already done. Some of the other like white elements. There's also some flowers already taking shape. It seems like Kinga is mostly doing the hard pulling, and Pavel is helping out. And everybody else is still sorting a little bit, but there's like edges forming already. It seems like a lot of people are starting with the sky. That seems like a block of color that you can easily sort out.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like 20 pieces, the blue part, so that it is an easy one to sort, and there is a gradient. It does go a bit more as it goes towards the rocks and towards the middle of the image, it turns a bit more yellowish. Yeah, so that's a nice little section to get out of the way. And we can also see Katarina Topolska, that one of them is working on the bottom left-hand corner with the flowers, while the other one is working on the sky and the rest of the border. But yeah, nice to see some assembly coming together.
Yes. It feels like this is definitely going to be a pretty quick puzzle, because we're only, like less than 10 minutes in, and we already have like a big majority of pieces falling into place for a lot of people.
Yeah. Kati from Germany, I can see there she's already got not only the sky but also the rocks as well. So really kind of building up from the center of the image. And yeah, Jana's doing a great job assembling some flowers and doing sorting. So we also have Larissa and Anna. They're from Germany. Then we have Leah and Laura from Denmark. Lena and Maya from Germany. Actually, they've won a pairs competition recently, so expect some good puzzling from them. And we can see, wow, they've already done, like 10 minutes. They've already got like the top right bamboo leaves done, flowers, sky, looking great there, Lena and Maya. We also have Lenka and Camilo from Slovakia/Colombia. Liana and Vibka from Germany, and Lina and Rune from Norway.
Yes, everybody's doing incredible. Like Leah and her pair already have like the entire frame done, and also some flowers are starting to be inserted. But I can also see a panda being formed already. And then Lenka and Camilo, they also have like a big part of the frame. It seems like it's built up already, also with like the missing pieces taken into consideration. And yeah, Lenka is working on like the inside parts already. And then Lena and Maya are doing incredible so far. I would probably put them in the lead at the moment from what we have seen. It's a big chunk of the trees of the top right corner done, the entire sky, and then some flowers in the bottom. So it is going quick here.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, so if you look at Lenka and also Lena, there's a lot of things being built outside of the frame or like beyond the frame. And with Schmidt, that's okay because the pieces hold together really well. It's no problem if like, yeah, so you can see just Lenka picking up that waterfall and transferring it over. If in terms of space, it's easier for you to work side by side and then transfer the pieces over or turn them around, and that works because the pieces hold together really well. So there are some brands where you don't want to to attempt that. Like you definitely want to build in place, but here that is no problem because of the great quality.
Yeah, Schmidt holds very well together. You can also do very nice puzzle flips and puzzle lifts with them. Also, just the overall quality of Schmidt is very, very nice. I always enjoy them immensely, and I think some of my best times are with Schmidt puzzles because the fit just helps so much as well. Like the cut is also very distinctive.
Yeah, for me, Schmidt, I get on really well with Schmidt. I have a lot of really good times with Schmidt. Okay, so we also have with us Mandy, and she's participating with Matthew. No, is that Jan? Mandy and Jan from the Netherlands. Then we have Maria and Timea from Slovakia. Maria and Karen from Germany. Maria and Evelina from Sweden. And Marie and Alexander from Norway. Marilis and Sandra from Estonia. I really like the waterfall that we can see that Mandy and Jan are working on, the skies in the middle. And yeah, Marilis is doing a great job there with the flowers in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yes, those are pretty much done there. There's still a couple of pieces that need to find their way to where they are. But otherwise, like most of the colorful flowers in the bottom, the purple and pink ones are pretty much done there. There's some edge pieces missing still. It feels like there's a little bit of chaos in the middle of the table for now, but they can both like reach in and find things that they need, which is also quite practical. So they are building like one of them is top half, the other part, the other one of them is the bottom half. And I guess that at one point they're going to turn the two pieces together. And who else do we see? We see a cat helping out again, or not really helping out that much. Oh no, actually there's two of them on Marina's table.
Yeah, so we also have Maria Rasnakova. So she's actually going straight for the pandas. So while everybody else seems to be going for the borders, the waterfall and the flowers, she's gone straight for the panda. And we can already see the three heads forming there. So yeah, that's looking really great. And her daughter is working on the border and has already done the flowers. So there you go. There's for the bingo square, there's a different strategy going on.
Yes, in the comments we again have a little bit of EJJ bingo going on from SJ mostly, I think. Sandra cannot take part at the moment because she is one of our assistants today who is observing the competitors. But yes, SJ, good luck with the bingo.
Yes, so we're coming up to 15 minutes. So let's see who else we have for today. We have Mary and Michelle from Germany, Miata and Sebastian from the Netherlands, Natalie and Johannes from Germany, Rosa and her mum from Finland. Her mum's called Maya. Then we also have Ralph and Mandy from the Netherlands, and Rebecca and Ieston from Wales. Oh, Wales. Okay. So does it count as the United Kingdom?
It is so nice to see that so many people have like either family members or children or family members. So family members helping out for the pairs competitions, most probably because either their regular partners don't have time or can't travel. for the competition. So we always see like new people turning up in the pairs competition, which is very exciting every time.
Yeah, and Rosa told me that I think that's the first time or the second time that she's puzzling with her mum, so that's really fun. Oh yes, this is our second ever competition, so lovely to see you there.
Very good.
Bringing more people into the speed puzzling fold.
And here they also have a different setup, Rosa and her mom, because you have the pieces on the one side and then the puzzle is being built in front of the box. So it's not facing anybody, but they are working just to the side, both of them.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
a very valid strategy.
I think it's also a good way to keep the pieces separate, that you're not like I have found before, like if I haven't paid attention, like sometimes there's pieces above the puzzle and beside the puzzle and all over, and here they're really making it, like pushing it right up to keeping it close to the box, and that the leftover pieces are on one side. So if we compare like the table management or the space management with other pairs, we see, yeah, a bit of everything. Pieces all over, some in little groups. So yeah, as people get more experienced with pairs puzzling, it does you do find your way about, yeah, where does it make sense to have the pile, where should we pull from, and where should we assemble.
As Jay pointed out, that Wales is a country, but not a sovereign nation state.
Okay, so we could be getting close. Okay, I've just had the hint that some people are already 50% done. Okay, so we're going to keep on moving and hopefully show everyone before the first finish. Because this can go fast. All right, so we have Sabina, and today she's puzzling with Elisa from Denmark. We have Sander and Tina from the UK, Sandra and Katrin from Switzerland, Sarah and Lena from Germany, Sophie and Iris from Denmark, and Tobias and Jolene from Germany. But yeah, we can really see some great progress there with Sophie and Iris. Just just like some panda-shaped holes left.
Yeah, it seems like they are leaving the pandas for last. And it also seems like a couple of people are doing the exact same strategy, just leaving the panda for the end. I wonder if it's because of just because of the fur, or because of the black and white blocks that are hard to put together. What was your strategy, Michelle?
Sorry, for doing the pandas?
For doing the pandas, or what order did you go with the puzzle?
I did the face, yeah, so I did the waterfall and the sky first, then I did all the flowers, and then the bamboos, and then went left for the pandas to last. But I was also doing it by myself.
Yes.
But I still would have, I think if we did it as a pair, we'd still leave the pandas to the last. But yeah, so great progress there from Sophie. We'll check in. Also, Sandra and Katrin from Switzerland, I've also got a really big chunk done. The heads are blocking, so I can't see entirely, but great progress there. So we're reaching the end of the alphabet, and then we're going to jump up to the top. So we have Williams and Ruta are from Latvia. We have Ronnie and Irma from Switzerland, Vibka and Liana from Germany, Yasmin and Mooney from Germany, Zane and Eglis from Latvia, and Aaron and Sophie from the UK. But yeah, good on those people who volunteered to do the panda early on.
They are the unsung heroes of this competition. Who are doing the panda first. So good job. I think that's Mooney who's doing it right now. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, so a big shout out to anyone who started with the pandas. It's also just always so exciting to see that the pairs competition goes this quick. It adds a plus excitement, because you don't have to wait half an hour or 40 minutes for anything exciting to happen. But yes, the puzzles are getting very much done already.
Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check on Lena and Maya. Okay, so we still have a few minutes.
Very good.
Just a quick check up on Kati and Jana. All right, okay, let's
keep moving.
Yeah, maybe we have 3 minutes time. But yeah, that's how exciting and fast a peers competition can go. All right, so we have with us Alvaro and Roxana from Romania. We have Anna and Oksana from Cyprus, Anna, Corinne, and Teresa from Sweden, Anna and Mona from Germany, Anique and Daisy from the Netherlands, and Annika and Mark from Germany. That looks like Anna has her son helping out today. Hope he's having fun.
Hopefully, he's definitely very focused.
But yeah, we see a lot of similar strategies there with like that little triangle of sky poking out and then that little strip of waterfall. So it looks like all popular places to start on.
Exactly.
But yeah, Anna and Mona are also doing great. They've also got those panda-shaped holes left. Yeah, and by the way, the bottom strip goes really fast because there is a lot of variation in the textures of like that grassy area on the bottom. You have like different leaves and shades of grasses there. So that part would be done quickly.
It also feels like it's trickily smaller than what you would expect. Like, you know, this strip of dirt or plants, whatever is on the bottom, that it's probably like 2 rows of pieces in total.
Yeah, it's really small and goes really quickly. So we also have Arjen. And today he's with Frukia from the Netherlands. We have Arkadius and Mariusz from Poland. Aurelia and Dominic from Germany. Agelin and Franco from Argentina. Bibi and Anna from Denmark. And Birgit and Heike from Germany.
It feels like we see Birgit at almost every competition. She's one of the veterans in the JJs.
She's addicted to puzzles. She's, yeah, definitely one of the veterans and one of the instrumental people making things happen in Germany with puzzling. But yeah, Bibi and Anna have also done a lot. They're really closing in now on those pandas. They've done all the greenery and still have a bit of the rocks to do. And we can see Agelin has her mascot on her shoulder. Little Remy is taking
there
goods.
He is. I wasn't entirely sure what I'm seeing there, but yeah, that's Remy.
He likes to be close in on the action. He's not content just to sit on the table to watch. He wants the overhead view.
And then at Arkadiusz's table, we can already see a panda forming. So they're probably not going to have a panda-shaped hole at the end, unless they're lifting in the pandas at the very last second.
All right, so we also have Karina. And she's with Jonas from Austria. We have Charlene and Olivier from Switzerland. Clara and Peter from Germany. Daniela and Hans from Germany. And Daniela and Stefan from the Netherlands, and Danique and Wies from the Netherlands. But yeah, everyone's doing great there. It doesn't look like anybody's getting stuck. And I think we're coming up, we're at 25 minutes now. I think we're going to get a finish very quickly.
Very soon. From what I can see, Inge and Ellen have maybe 20 pieces left. Sophie and Iris very, very close behind them, and also Lena and Maya.
Yeah, so that's our last pair to introduce. We got there. It's Demetrius.
Very good.
From our new country, Greece. And Demetrius is with Anna, looking great there. All right, let's see who's in the running for the finishes. Let's go to Inge and Ellen. Kati and Jana.
They're also doing incredible progress, the competitors from Greece. You have the majority of the puzzle done, also just a hole for the pandas, pretty much, but there's also a forehead of a panda already forming.
Lena and Maya and Sophia and Iris. Oh, but it looks like Kati has the smallest hole left. Maybe like 15 pieces left, but Inga and Alan are also flying. Lena and Maya going hard. Sophie and Iris.
Just keep pushing, everyone.
But yeah, everyone's finishing on that panda, or no, Inga and Alan have done the pandas. They're filling in the greens.
Yes, exactly. They're filling in the greens at the moment. Also, Lena and Maya have the majority of the pandas done. They also have these black sections left mostly, which can be a challenge now because those pieces seem super similar to each other.
And Kati and Jana take the victory. Well done, Kati.
Congratulations!
Got there. So just 27 minutes. And yeah, so it's close, very close between Inga and Alan, Lena and Maya, and Sophie and Iris.
I think Inga and Alan are closest at the moment. There is a tricky hole in the top over the panda's head. But otherwise, I would kind of guess about 15 pieces left. And then they have the less tricky pieces left, I would also say, which can be a big advantage in these very last seconds. Only 3, 4, 2, 1. And done.
Well done. Inga and Alan take second.
Very nicely done. Still under 30 minutes. Around 28 minutes, if I counted correctly.
Yes, I've also added Sandra and Katrin to the screen. They're also down to the little 100 pieces for the panda.
And done. Done. Yes. 3rd place. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Handshake. Very well done. Yes, we have our podium. It also filled up very, very quickly. The first 3 places were super close to each other. Just maybe like a minute separated each of them.
Yeah, it is a bit harder to gauge who will be in the lead. Yeah, how everybody else will do. Like, there's a few top pairs where we know there's 2 really good puzzlers as a pair, and that we can expect them to finish early. But we have a lot of good puzzlers with a family member who's not a puzzler, and so it's a lot harder to gauge where they will be.
Yes, and it is true that there's only so much that a super fast puzzler can carry if their partner is very slow compared to them. That can also drag the time down very much, even though it's a super strong puzzler on the one side. So it kind of averages out. Sophie and Iris are very close to being done as well. 4th place seems to be locked in for them. I can't see anyone else at the moment that close.
Yeah, congrats, Sophie and Iris.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, so we have a lot of pairs at a similar level where they do have either just the pandas left, or just the greenery. So it looks like Sandra and Katrin will be coming in close for the 5th, but we also have a lot of others with about 100 pieces left. So I've also got on screen Dimitris, Voroni, Bibi, and Danique. And yeah.
Yes, from here on, it seems like a lot of pairs are pretty much on the same level of being finished at the moment. So we kind of can see the same shapes taking form in each screen at the moment. Mostly the frame, the sky, some of the plants, and the puzzle growing from outside in is what we can see, with a couple of pandas turning up from time to time.
I'm wondering if anyone's going to finish on the border. I haven't seen anybody yet.
I don't think so. I think the border is pretty much done in every screen, at least the ones that I have been looking at for now.
But yeah, we also have Anna and Mona. Just got some black pieces left to go, and Maria and Tamaya have actually, because Maria took on the pandas pretty early, now they've got the greens to fill in at the end. But yeah, I think Ronnie and Irma are extra motivated today. I think you could even make the top 10. So
yes, they're speeding through this puzzle very, very much.
A day for the Costeza woman, yeah. But yeah, Sandra and Katrin are doing great. Just those black pieces left, about 20 blacks to go.
That's really a challenging part at the end with just the black pieces. For most people, that has been so far what has been happening, just the black pieces left for the very end. Except for Maria, for example, at the moment there, pretty much the black parts with the pandas are done. It's mostly the green things that are still in the surrounding halos of the pandas are what missing.
Yeah, and with the blacks, you don't have much like directionality of the fur. With the whites, you can see the fur has a certain, the texture goes in one direction, but the black pieces are just black. The only variation I could find was the one of the pandas has like a bit of like some blue strokes in there.
Mm-hmm. So there you can mostly just work on the shape, primarily.
Yeah, so Kati and Yana can't stay, but they said, thanks for a nice competition. We didn't like the puzzle at first sight, and it took us half a minute to actually understand that we came in first. have a nice day. Have a good Sunday.
Yes, congratulations.
Yasmin and Mooney just got on there. Wait there, let's find you.
Yay, congratulations.
Oh, awesome. There you go. Done. Yasmin and Mooney. First time in the top 6.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think we'll see some new people entering the top 10. That's always really exciting.
Yes, and it also feels like the pairs competition is really the place for surprising names to turn up that we usually don't see in individual competitions. The pairs competition just like changes up everything, the dynamics. I think a lot of people also get faster in a pair because it's just in a way easier to have someone there with you who can also like work around things that maybe you are not as strong in, or you can work on what they work on. So like you can like go from there. And we have Sandra done.
Great job, Sandra and Katrin.
Congratulations. Place 6.
Yeah, and the other thing is with, you can have 2 average speed puzzlers, and they can be faster than a very fast speed puzzler with a non-puzzler. So it's also the chance for, 2 average-ish puzzlers to really come together and work together as a team. And as you say, it's a lot for one fast person to carry if they have a non-puzzler. But yeah, well, I think we're going to see we've definitely seen already some new names in the top 6. Yasmina and Mooney, Sandra, Katrin. Very exciting. So who else? The others I have on the screen also are
Anna and Mona are very, very close to finishing right now. Maybe just a couple of pieces left.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Well done, Anna and Mona.
7th place. There's still 3 spots to fill in the top 10. So just keep puzzling, everyone. You still have a chance for top 10. And yes, as Jay is also saying, some folks are just pair specialists. How is it for you, Michelle? Do you enjoy individual or pairs more?
Well, most of the time I'm doing individuals. And the pair is my daughter, so I really enjoy it when she has time to do a pairs puzzle with me. But of course there's a lot of the pairs puzzles she doesn't like specifically. But yeah, we've done some 1,000 pieces together, and yeah, that was really fun. I think something fishy, that was really fun because I was just sorting for her, and she was so speedy at putting together the fish cans, and yeah, we were really happy with our time with that.
That is great.
So she's more motivated when it's a nice image.
That I can completely understand. I think many people are like that. If you enjoy the image, that can also give you like a boost to puzzle quicker because you just feel it more. If it's something you don't like or something that is like very far from your style, that is like an extra added challenge to actually be speedy while you're doing it.
Yeah, and especially since we have a lot of like non-puzzlers or non-speed puzzlers. Like my daughter is definitely a puzzler, but not as speedy as I am, or is not as motivated as I am to try and go fast. So having an easier, more colorful fun image is definitely more motivating. So all right, so on screen right now, Demetrius, very close, just got those last 15 pieces of black. Veroni and Irma about 20 pieces of Panda left. And Maria and Tamea, just the last pieces of the bamboo. Yes, go on.
Yeah, very good.
Yay, well done, Maria and Tamea.
Congratulations.
8th place.
Amazing. So pretty much from what I can read in the chat, all 3 of our podium placements can stay for an interview. So if Sophie and Iris are still around and would like to chat with us, that would be very nice. If they're still here.
Yeah, so and Rosa and Maya are also closing in on the finish. They've just got like 15 pieces of black left. And Joanna and her partner have just got about 30 pieces of green. So really exciting. But it's Demetrius who's going to take the next place.
Very nice.
And first time Greece is participating and in the top 10. Amazing. Well done.
Amazing. Congratulations. Handshake. Very well done. It's incredible. We are going to have to hunt for interviews. I think Sophie is no longer here.
Oh, Katerina.
And we have our top 10. Congratulations.
Well done. So that was, we have many Katerinas participating today. That's Katerina and Martina from Poland. Well done.
And Arkadiusz says koniec. So 11th place is done.
Yeah, it's very confusing to know who to put on the screen because there's so many new names and new combinations. But yeah, good job, Arkadiusz and Marius.
And Arkadiusz has 1 piece missing.
Yes, please send us a photo
of the missing piece. Maybe someone else is going to have it in their puzzle. Someone might find an extra piece. Yes, so we have our top 11 at the moment. So we are now waiting for the top 15.
Yeah, lots of high fives and handshakes going on.
That's also one of the beauties of a pair competition. You can like share the joy at the very end.
Okay, and Christoph and Aliska also got in there.
Lenka and Camilo are also doing great now. They also pretty much just have the black parts left, picking up some speed. And we all of a sudden had 3 pairs finished almost at the same time. So we have 12th, 13th, 14th place. Rosa and her mom are done, Christoph and Eliška, and Leah.
Oh, and Lena.
And we have just finished his coming in.
Yeah, just seconds apart.
Amazing. We're going to have to hunt for someone for an interview at the moment, from what it looks like.
So if anyone's finished and would like to have a chat.
Yes, if anyone is up for an interview, just let us know.
And we're only at 41 minutes, so these are really good times for pairs puzzling.
And Joanna is also done.
Yeah, so on screen right now we have Vroni and Irma, Mandy and Jan, Mirta and Sebastian just completed, Danik and Vies just got the blacks to go, Kinga and Pavel and Natalie and Johannes. Also have Mary, looks like she's coming up to a close sometime soon.
And Sandra and Katrin have raised their hands. I think that's an indication for an interview, maybe? Could you write it in the chat? Yes. Yes. So I would say, let's turn on the camera. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations. You were, if I see correctly, 6th?
Yes.
Yes. Well done. How was it? How did you like the puzzle?
Yeah, she already knew it, so we kind of started to think about who is starting where and which point, and then it was going on very well. Yes.
Yeah, what was your strategy? How did you start out?
We started out with the flowers and the sky, then turned on the waterfall and the greens, and the last part were the pandas. First the white, then the black and blue.
Yeah, so pretty much growing the puzzle from the outside to the inside, leaving
Yes.
the pandas for last. And yes, how long have you been puzzling together, or have you puzzled together before?
Third time?
Yeah, I think it's the third or the fourth time we met each other at the Swiss Nationals last year in September.
Mm-hmm.
And we agreed on taking part together in the Swiss Nationals this year. So we are taking every opportunity to practice.
Yeah, that is understandable. The Swiss Nationals are in September, right? A little
Yes,
after the
they
Worlds.
are right after the Worlds.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Are you also competing at Worlds?
No, not,
No.
not this time. Maybe another.
No, you're focusing on the Swiss Nationals then.
Yes.
We are. Yes.
And then how often do you get to practice together? So like, do you live close to each other, or is it more of a logistic thing?
No, we kind of live close together, like 20 minutes or something. But as our lives at the moment are very full
Busy?
and busy, we don't have so many time, but we hope that in the next month it will be better.
One of us got married.
Oh,
Will-
congratulations!
We'll have the church wedding soon, so she's kind of busy. But I'm really happy she made it today.
Oh
So,
yes.
yeah.
So then pretty much like the official wedding is already over, and then now
Yes.
comes like the family celebration and everything.
Yes, that's true. And it's like not here, so I will travel to Portugal to my other family. So it's a bit a lot of work to do from Switzerland to have a wedding in Portugal.
Oh
And
yes, I can imagine. And how is the organization going?
Oh, it was very hard because of the different documents, and every country wants something else.
Like a
And
puzzle.
It's kind of puzzling, but at the moment it looks like we're at the finish line for next week. So yes.
Yes. Does it make it even? I guess that it makes it even more complicated that one of you is like EU and the other is like not really.
It's really hard. As I'm as well Swiss as a Portuguese, I had to marry a civil as both person, like as my
Mhm.
Portugal personality and the Swiss personality, before I can even get the documents for the church. So it was really hard to get everything.
Yeah. No, it's international weddings are not easy. We had one of those as well, and I guess Michelle has also some stories to tell about that. So it's
Same
it's,
with us.
it's
But
not
I think
easy.
at the end you can laugh about it, so it will be okay in some days.
And it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be worth it at the end.
Yes,
It will.
So then, did I understand correctly that you're also part Portuguese?
Yes, I'm half Portuguese and half Swiss.
Ah, amazing. And then, but you live in Switzerland then?
Yes, yes, and I was born here as well. So my mother is Portuguese and my father is Swiss.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And what about you, Sandra?
Well,
She's Sandra.
Ah, sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not that exotic, but we had the same with a German and a Swiss wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the same kind of stuff with the documents, but it worked well, and it was totally worth it.
So there are 4 nationalities puzzling when we're
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, but that's a good mix.
Imagine our children.
Yeah.
Yes, and then to like kind of get back to puzzles, do you plan anything puzzle related for your wedding?
Kind of like my best friend, I think she has some puzzle pieces that people can write something on it for me and for my husband. So because she knows about it, he is not so into puzzle like I am, but last year he went to the Swiss Nationals as well because of me, so he's kind of as well related. And yes,
That was pretty cool.
yes.
Him puzzling with you. My husband would never do that.
Oh yeah. Yes, Michelle, do you still have any questions?
So how do you, how would you describe your skills and how you work together as a pair?
How would we describe that? Oh, that's a good question. I think we're very good handling the situation, puzzling together. Like we both help each other with.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of structure in it. Like
Yes.
we know who is puzzling where, and we can determine the pieces and put it like for the others, so everyone can fluently puzzle.
Yes. I think Sandra is the one getting into it faster. In the beginning, she's like speeding like hell.
But at the end, I'm a bit.
And I feel like I'm the one that's in the end like faster when I get into my concentration zone. So it's a good match. Yes.
Yes, and then do you coordinate a lot during puzzling, or so are you the quiet or the talkative puzzlers is more the question.
Both. I think when we're doing it, we are very quiet, but like when we see, okay, let's change places, and so we even change the places now because we saw, oh, let's work on the greens, so let's change so I can do the pandas on the other side. So everything that is with structure and coordination, we kind of talk with each other.
In the beginning, we talk a lot, like who's doing what parts, what path do we take through the puzzle. And then when we're into it, we're not talking that much anymore. Just if we have to, change places or
when we
pieces
start
for each
another
other.
part, like I started with the sky, and then I said I'm going to the green, so she knows what kind of pieces I need at the moment, so she can as well sort it out.
Yeah, that sounds like really great teamwork from the both of you.
Yeah.
And
We do
then
our best.
do you like pairs more or individual puzzling more? So if you had to choose just one.
It's very hard. I really like to puzzle with her, so
Yeah.
it's kind of she's having my back when we're puzzling, but it's as well another feeling if you're puzzling alone on your own and you kind of hear the pieces flipping from other person, so it's a bit different. I think the stress level is higher when you're alone than in pairs.
Yeah, I truly love puzzling with you because it's so much fun. We laugh a lot. But for me, I love doing 1,000 pieces as a pair, because you have the time to get really into it. And 500s, they're like, I feel like they're too fast. So you're into it and then you're done. Yeah, and it's small. Yeah, you have a lot of space on the table because the puzzle is smaller, but working on it is harder because your hands get in their ways a lot more. So with 1,000s, I prefer pairs. With 500s, it depends. I mean, yeah, I love doing them, but I also love doing them individually. Yes.
Oh yeah, that is a very good explanation of what you like more. And then you also mentioned a little bit about what I was about to ask of like what piece counts do you prefer, or if you just casually puzzle, what kind of puzzles do you choose?
Oh, the bigger the better. I think with you it's the same.
Yes.
If I'm just in like casually puzzling, I really love the big ones. I love doing them without the picture because it's like, I don't know, you have to get really into it, and I can't stop doing them.
And it's a lot of imagination. I
Yeah.
like to think about what could be the next piece.
Yes.
So when I decided last year to go to the Swiss Nationals, I had to buy all the 500 puzzles because I didn't have any at home. And to start puzzling with the picture, it distracted me a lot to look at the
It's weird.
picture. So even now we're puzzling and then we don't find the piece. We have to look at the picture. It's kind of really weird to look at it. So for me as well, I like really the big ones. I even have started the 32,000 at home about Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
And you always puzzle like the 4,000, but that's like a huge work to do.
Yes, it is.
So yeah.
Yeah. And then do you find it challenging to like switch from the very large ones to the small ones? Because like I have heard from a couple of people who are more into like the very, very big puzzles that like you see a part of the image on like the box or something and you think, yeah, that's going to be like 10 pieces. And then it turns out to be like 3.
Yes, that describes really good the problematic with the small ones. I think I don't speed the big ones, so the way I puzzle is so different that it's easy to switch. I don't feel like it's hard, but both of those puzzling experiences have different how do you say that? I like different parts of it. So if I want to do something fast and, you know, like really challenge myself, I love the speed puzzling. But if I want to calm down and relax, and if I want to have some time on my own and just, you know, dive into another world, listening to some audiobooks or something like that with it, then I prefer the big ones because I can really go into my own world and, you know, forget everything else.
Yeah, that is definitely a good thing. Like, yeah, these large puzzles are also very much good for that. And I have background information that Michelle has also recently finished a large puzzle.
Which one?
Oh, it's not that large, but it's large for us. Well, it's a 3,000 piece Ijika puzzle.
Okay.
It's now the biggest puzzle we've done. My daughter's helped me, and it's fun, but I just realized I don't have time for this. It took it was our prize from the marathon in Belgium. That was in March, and I finished it like last weekend. So it took like 2.5 months, and it's nice. It takes up a lot of space. Like you have to have a designated space for it because you're not going to do it in one sitting. You have to be able to have a place where you can come back to it over several weeks. And I mean, it was really fun, but I also found it really hard, kind of like leaning into the middle of the image to, you know, put those pieces in. You know, you kind of work on the sides, and the middle part is like really far.
Yes, that's right.
And you have a lot of time to flip all the pieces around of the big puzzles.
And you need just so many trays to like handle all the pieces.
Yeah, I always feel it's so hard to stop puzzling it. And then to begin again or to go on with it, it's also hard because, you know, okay, I want to start, but I feel like I want to have so much time to do it, but I don't have it because of family life or I don't know, whatever, job or things like that. So it can be frustrating too, to have a large one and not being able to
You feel to have
go for it.
to need more time when you sit there and to start. Yes.
My family hates it if I do one of these.
Yeah, so have you seen that I released the dates already? So this coming week we're going to have the next dates for July and August.
Okay.
Yes.
And we have a new type of competition. It's called Double Trouble. So for those who didn't see the Instagram post, I'll also be sending out a newsletter this evening. But basically we're having a competition where you get 2 puzzles and then you have to pick one of them and decide which one to do. And so that's in preparation for the World Championship, but we're doing that with a solo 500-piece puzzle and also pairs 1,000. So what do you think of that? And is it something that you think you'd like to do as a pair?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it because it will be like even more interesting also to see other puzzlers choosing, and you can like see the preferences or the strengths of the different couples. So I love it, and we both when we open the puzzle we both always like it or we don't like it. So we feel like we will be really fast on deciding which one we would choose. And I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So you think you always pick similar, you have a similar taste?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so then it would be more easier for you to decide.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to share about puzzling or Switzerland?
Or Switzerland.
Come to Switzerland. It's beautiful here.
It is an incredible country that I can only affirm. I have been to Switzerland a couple of times and I love that place.
Yes, it's so beautiful. And even when I started speed puzzling, there weren't that much events or I don't know, like meetings with other puzzlers. And now it's really coming up. There are more competitions, there are more meetings, and I really like that, speed puzzling is growing in popularity. That's really cool because in Germany, they already have that huge community, but it's also hard to travel there all the time. So I'm really happy that Switzerland is also going forward with that. And if you can make it, just come and join us.
What competitions are coming up in Switzerland? You were saying that there's more events happening. So is there anything else going on apart from the nationals?
There was I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, they had like a Ludo festival, like a game festival where they had a speed puzzling competition. I think there is there another one coming up soon? I'm not quite sure.
At the moment, I don't know.
We have like a WhatsApp group where we have a lot of puzzles in it, and we have meetups. So one is inviting the others, and there was one lately. I don't know the next date, but yeah, we'll see.
I think as more people that like to puzzle, the easier it is to get somewhere and to get together to puzzle and find a lot of the people from this community.
Yes.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Yes. Yeah, so pretty much whoever is based in Switzerland, just take a look at, I would say, the Swiss Puzzle Association. Is that where they can find more information?
Oh, there's no official association. Just
okay.
Look for us.
Yeah, get in contact and we'll
get in contact with the Swiss competitors, and then you're going to find out more about events.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you for organizing, and good luck to everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Katrin and
Thank
Sandra. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, and while we were chatting, we are now at 42 finishers. So the list of pairs still puzzling is actually shrinking very much now. And we're still just at an hour. So people are doing amazing progress. This puzzle seemed to be a good match for almost all competitors here.
And we just saw Ilka and Kirsten had a missing piece, and they ripped apart the envelope, and then they found the puzzle piece on the floor. So there's another bingo square. The missing piece is found on camera. All right.
Very good.
Yeah, so everyone is doing great. I mean, we're only at an hour mark, so still plenty of time before the time limit. And yeah, if you if this is not your type of puzzle, or this is you're new to puzzling, don't be discouraged. There's still plenty of time, and you've got your pair to keep each other encouraged and motivated. But yeah, we're up to about 40ish results, and still plenty to go.
Sorry, I need to move away from the screen a little bit. My dog needs help. He got blocked in by the other one and he can't get out. I'll be back in a second.
All right, so I'm just going to add some more people to the screen who look like they're going to be finishing soon. Yeah, and so on screen we have Anna and Oksana, Anna Karin and Teresa, Alina and Bente, Daniela and Stefan, Marie and is that her son Thomas? Alexander, and also Karina. So all looking great there, all about just like 20 to 30 pieces to go on the home stretch.
And I'm back in the meantime. Hello again.
So if anybody is around and would like to chat.
I still see Vroni's screen with all the unicorns in there. It would be pretty cool to chat about Annemie's achievement if you're up for it.
Yeah, if Vroni and Irma are there and would like to chat, if they're listening, they can turn their mic on.
We are coming.
Yes, because
So my
It's
mom
pretty
is
good.
also coming in a second.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, there we are.
Hello.
Hi.
So nice to see you. Congratulations.
Yeah, the same.
Congratulations on completing the puzzle.
Yeah, it was a great puzzle. So my mom is also here.
Hi.
And the unicorns.
Yeah.
And the unicorn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great. Emotional, but yeah, now it's
Calm down.
yeah.
And I don't know if you know that yesterday was in Basel the ESC,
Danke fürs das.
Eurovision
European
contest.
Song Contest. It was
Yes.
really close.
Yes.
And there are many emotion, very lots of people in the city. It was crazy too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's a wonderful time
Yeah.
in the moment.
So we hope that we get the 18th place, but I think it's the 19th today because of the date.
I can take a look for you quickly.
I think there was one too late.
17, 18th. Oh
Yeah.
no, 19th. Sorry. No, it's 19th. Mandy was before you.
Yeah.
So it's 19th place. But it's literally, I think, almost the same second. So it's very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close. It's
No,
still a pretty cool result. So you're in top 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a little goal to try to be very fast when Annemie is missing. But yeah, the puzzle was really great. It was a nice one. We didn't do that before, so it was also the first time for us.
Just the image, I guess. So you
Yeah.
so you already have
Schmidt,
experience.
we know Schmidt, but not that image, so it was the first time for us. But we really enjoyed a lot.
Yes, it really showed. Like whenever we were looking at you, you were working away. So it
Yeah.
didn't seem like you got tripped up with like any part. You were working very well.
Yeah. No, it was great. So now, yeah. Also, when we get out the message from Annemie, we will let you know. But we think tomorrow or latest in today, we will get some connections to her. Right now, it's just connections to the boss of the company. He's away. So yeah, it's also for us just to wait and fingers crossed that everything is fine. Tomorrow she will be on the Lotse, so another 8,000er, and for us it will be when she's back in the base camp. Then we are fine.
Yes. Yeah, I have exchanged a couple of messages with her, so I have also been following it a little bit of like where she is. Like she has been there for over a month now. Is that correct?
Yeah, she left us end of March, but she had like 31 days in the base camp, and at the end it was like around 10 days just waiting time.
Yes.
because of the weather, the conditions, and this was a really hard time, especially for her. It was really emotional, also from the physic. She was crying a lot because it was hard to wait and to see the goal. And but
Yeah.
now we hope.
Did she have a view of the peak every time? I'm not
Yes.
sure
Yes.
of like
Yes.
how this is laid out. So if she can see it the entire time and she
Yeah, you
has to wait, that
just
must
sit
be
there, and you always can see the Mount Everest when there is not cloudy weather. So she just wake up in the morning and then she see where
Aw.
she had to go.
It is a nice view to wake up to, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially
And
when
we
you
got
travel.
many fine, wonderful pictures of this era. And I hope we get a picture too from her on the Mount Everest.
Yeah, we
Yes,
have to
of
wait.
course.
But
We have to wait.
she's
yeah.
safe, it seems to, but
Yeah, it must still be very like exciting to wait for her to get down safe as well.
yeah. But we are
Um,
glad when it's over and she only do some speed puzzling, so it's easier for us. It was also really emotional the last days to
Is
wait.
is there already a plan of when she's coming back?
No, not yet. She has the flight on the 5th of June, but it's always booked that we can pre-book.
Mhm.
So I think a week, 2. We didn't know right now. She will call me and then I will rebook the flights. Yeah, but when she is in the base camp, she will walk to Lukla, just of the emotions to like
Mhm.
finish this project. And then from there, she's flying to Kathmandu and yeah. So she is not in a hurry.
Also,
But-
the adventure seems not to end very soon still. So she still
Yeah.
has things to do.
Yeah, but she's always like writing. I ordered a lot of puzzles that she will be ready when she's back home. Yeah, we also have a lot of puzzles from her here, which are not opened yet. So we have to work on these puzzles that we are ready when she's back. But
And this morning I forgot that now this competition will be a 500 puzzle. I thought it would be a 1,000 puzzle. When I arrived to Froni, she said, no, only 500. So 1,000 would be for me better.
that's the
It
next
was-
then in June.
It would be more fun
No.
for today.
Yeah, so you also prefer the bigger piece counts compared to 500.
Yeah,
I prefer the 500 one. Yeah,
but the picture is really fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
yeah.
Michelle, do you still have anything you want to mention or ask about?
Yeah, so tell us about puzzling in your family. Is this something that you've always done together, or was it something that Annemie found out more as an adult and brought you all into it? Or tell us about that.
We were in our childhood time, my mom was puzzling a lot with us. It was always like a little competition, and then you grow, and then it was like something it's away from And then she started around Corona time, right? With the
Yes.
super large
Yeah.
one, with the 60,000 piece puzzle. And then she found out about the World Championships 2 years ago, where we just go like 2 weeks before the Worlds. We book the flights and just go there to see what's going on. And since then, we also have this puzzle fever. And also the sister of my mom is in this puzzle fever, and also this family. And so, it's like a family thing right now. But of course, Annemie is so fast. We are far away from Annemie.
But you'll be puzzling together at the World Championships.
Yes, we go the first time, Annemie, and we too. So we do also a team competition. We do the pairs. Annemie is doing with Patrick, and of course the solo ones. So so we will be there as a family.
Yeah, and what's the name of your team?
The unicorn, Swiss unicorn, something like that.
Swiss Unicorns, yeah.
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 Amazing. Well, we're very happy to have you as part of our puzzling community, and we're just really thrilled to hear that Anami made it to the summit, and we look forward to hearing more when she's back.
It's always a pleasure. Many thanks for all the work you're doing behind the scenes, and we really appreciate that. And we love that there are people like you two organizing competitions and have like this heartbeat for puzzling, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Emma and Ronnie, and well done on top 20 today.
I'll let you know if there are any news then.
Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
All right. So we have 1 hour and 12, and everyone's doing great. A lot of finishes just in that last minute. So I'm just gonna update the screen. Yeah, so we've got Anik, who's closing in on the pandas, and Charlene and her partner is also on the blacks, and looks like Maria and Karen also going really strong there. And also Hi-Fi and Colin. Yeah, so most people closing in on the pandas as the final stretch there. Yeah. So Jenny have just finished. So when Jenny has had a moment, you can join us for a bit of a chat. Tell us what's happening in Finland.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jenny.
Hi. It's nice to talk to you. I've been competing a lot, but not talking to you at any time. So
yeah. So unfortunately, Maya was not available today.
Yeah, she has a flu, so I'm now competing by myself. But I'm pretty happy with my time.
You did pretty well.
Yeah, just over an hour. So good solo time for this one.
Yeah, and well, the pandas are always for us Finnish people a bit of a drama. So that's every time I'm seeing pandas, I'm like, oh no, but they were fun.
Yeah. So they were a lot smaller, and there was a lot more colorful elements in this one.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us, you're now the new president of the Finnish Jigsaw Puzzle Association.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us what you're doing there and how that came about.
Well, it was, we had this meeting for interested people a couple of weeks before our nationals. So in end of May, was it? Oh no, end of, beginning of April. Well, at that time. And I was the only one that was interested. So, well, they chose me. But we have a good crew for our association board, and Maya is also in the board, so we can do a lot of things together. But we're starting to get people together and starting to think about next year's nationals and all the competitions that we'll have before that. And we don't have too much competitions in Finland at the moment. We have individual people that are organizing stuff, but we try to expand it a little bit and try to have a bit more live competitions. That's our main goal, to have people together and get new people into puzzling. So that's our main goal.
What is the location like in Finland? Are most people concentrated around cities, or are people really spread out? How is it?
Well, most of the people live in the Helsinki area. Like we only have like 5 or 6 million people in Finland. So and like 1 million of them live in the Helsinki area. So that's and after that there are a few bigger cities, and then everywhere people around. So it's a bit of a problem to get everyone together, and everyone has to move a bit if we want to go outside Helsinki area. And well, myself, I live in the central Finland, so a bit further. It's like 3 hours drive from Helsinki. So we also one of my main goals is to get competitions outside of Helsinki, because we want other people to join us as well and try to get more people to puzzling. So, but it's a problem sometimes to get people in the same space.
So you're trying to also develop like local get-togethers, local communities.
Yes, that's what we want, because we want to have smaller competitions in people's cities, so it's easier to get to puzzling.
And how many people do you have in the association at the moment? So has it been growing very much recently?
Growing a lot, yeah. The association is quite new because it was founded in 23, so it's very, very new. We only have had 2 nationals, and it's always growing. We have about a bit under 200 members, I think, in the association at the moment. So it's good numbers and growing all the time. And we try to get more people involved in organizing as well, because right now in the association board we have 7 people, so we can't do a lot with that kind of numbers, and we have to delegate a bit who does what, and we try to get a bit more other people involved in a smaller amount, and we try to get some competitions and our social media and everything going on.
Yeah, so I was wondering, how do you balance the like speed puzzling with casual puzzling? Like most of the events based around speed puzzling, and like what are you doing to also get people involved who may not be speed puzzlers?
Yeah, we want to do more events also focused on slow puzzling and switching puzzles, and try to get people interested in the concept of speed puzzling, and try to get it a bit closer. But we are in Finnish language we have the Finnish Jigsaw Puzzle Sport Association, so we're mostly focused on the sport aspect, but we can't get more people into it if we don't have people also slow puzzling and have events for that. So I think that is a good way to get people into speed puzzling as well. But in the competitions and everything, we want to focus on the sporting aspect, because that's what our main goal is.
Did I understand correctly that then in Finland, like speed puzzling is registered as a sport then?
Yeah, our association is a sport association.
Mm-hmm.
The goal was to get the sport aspect on it, yes. So that's why it's the sport association.
The reason I'm asking is because, like, I think in a couple of countries it has been difficult to actually have it acknowledged as a sport, and for some associations they actually couldn't get it registered as a sports club, but it's just an association to get together. So it's actually pretty progressive of Finland to register it as a sport.
Yeah, I think that it is under sport associations. I'm not entirely sure about our legal aspects of it, but we'll get to know it in a couple of meetings, I think.
Yes. And how much work is it to like be in the association and to like do all the pretty much heavy lifting for promoting the sport?
Well, it depends on how much time you spend on it and how many people do you have. At this moment, we're starting to get people organized, and we're doing very much emailing and trying to ask if people or event venues are interested and other things like that. So it's not that time consuming at the moment. Just few emails and replies, but it depends on how many responsibilities do you have. Like at the moment, I'm the one checking the social media and emails and writing the notes for the meetings. So we're trying to get a bit more people into it, so I can do a little bit more coordinating and the main things that can be done by other people. But we'll see how it goes.
Yes, and then what plans are in the making at the moment? So like you were saying that you're planning all kinds of events and maybe other competitions apart from the nationals. So are there any like concrete plans or dates that you are focusing on at the moment?
Not any dates at the moment, but we're trying to get. We have some plans. Thinking a bit outside the box. We're thinking about this kind of boot camp idea that would be for puzzling, and that is something that we're trying to get for this year. But we'll see how it goes. We have a lot of plans for that, and try to combine some. Stretching exercises and everything to that also, and taking care of the body as well. But try to have some online competitions. We're thinking about how we want to do it, because the EJJs are doing a lot of good things for our speediest speed puzzlers. So we might want to do it for our a bit slower puzzlers, but we're still thinking about it, how we want to do it. So nothing concrete yet, but we'll let you know when we have some concrete plans.
It sounds like there are a lot of ideas though, like especially the boot camp and the physio aspect that you were saying, that those sounds like incredible ideas.
Yeah, I think that it's when we're puzzling a lot, it's very, very important to take care of your body as well, and that's why I started to go to the gym more regularly, because my neck isn't can't handle the puzzling all the time. And into this year's nationals, we actually have had some massage people that you could have bought a massage from, and the people said that was very, very nice to have like a 15-minute massage during the like in the middle of the competition. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, so just looking back at your nationals, like what would you say went really well from like an organizational perspective? Like what's something that you think worked, really well?
Well, I think that we had a lot of great volunteers, and that was a good thing that we had a lot of people go, and we didn't have any panic moments during the competition, and we got everything on time, and those were the main things that we also got a feedback from. And that was everything went well, and I think that those were the main things that were best for us.
Was there anything that stood out that you definitely want to improve on for next time, or you think you would change?
Well, we have talked about doing our own unreleased puzzles for the finals, at least for the individuals and pairs. A lot of people are doing it, and we are also in discussion with Ravensburger for that for next year. And I think that's very, very possible. And also the live stream aspect, because we weren't thinking about doing it at all this year, because we didn't have that many people involved, but we got to do it, so it was fun to have some images. But next year we want to do it a bit more professionally, and so that we can have a good quality for that. And I'm most likely skipping individuals next year for Finnish nationals, so that we can get the hosting and live streaming and everything to go on as planned. But we'll see how it goes. But those are the main aspects that we want to improve for next national.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, it looked like a great event. Fuji was supposed to be there, but unfortunately had to pull out.
Yeah. I think we exchanged some messages before, like coming up to the event, and then I had to cancel like very last minute. But next year.
Yes, and life happens every time. So
yes, exactly. And then for next year, if it's really an unreleased puzzle, then that's definitely worth making the trip.
Yeah, and we have lots of great plans for that as well, but we'll see how it goes.
Yes. No, I'm definitely planning with Finland, because like Finland has been like a dream destination for me for a while. So it's definitely on the list of things I have to do.
Yeah, it's a very nice country. I'm also looking at we have a view of wonderful many lakes from our window, so it's a very nice country.
Yes, it
I've
is.
been to Helsinki.
Yeah, yeah, it's also a very nice city. But in the middle of Finland, we have lots of lakes and lots of nature. And
Yeah, I remember when I flew back, like I had it was really nice weather, and I was just amazed. Like, yeah, so many lakes and so green, really beautiful country.
Yeah, just don't come in November. So everything is like gray and there isn't snow yet, and it's very depressing at that time. But otherwise, it's very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go in the summer.
Yeah, summer is the best time.
And what are your plans, Jenny, for upcoming competitions?
Well, we are going with Maya to the Worlds. That's our next one. We can't go to Nordics or to European Championships, but the Worlds is something that we can fit in our calendar. Or we don't have a team for Worlds at the moment. We're still in talks with a few people. One of our teammates had a baby, so she won't be coming. So we just have to think about what we're doing. But we're still talking with some people. But we have to announce it on social media if we need some partners for our teams. But we'll see.
And are you sisters or sister-in-laws?
We're sister-in-laws. Our husbands are brothers. So
Ah,
that's why we're doing this together.
it's also a puzzling family.
Yes, but our husbands don't puzzle, and my husband is playing on the computer and didn't want to puzzle with me today.
So do you think you were faster without him, or you could have used his help
I think
to
I'm
sort?
faster without him. Yeah, I think it's better this way.
Yeah. So what kind of puzzles do you like doing, Jenny?
Well, I like 500 pieces. I think the Schmidts are one of my favorites because of the quality. They are very much one of my favorites. And also I like Cherry Patsy. They are fun, and also Ravensburger. But I also like some other brands like Ibu and for a bit more bigger puzzles mostly. And I just did a little puzzling corner for myself. Also got a table and everything, but I don't have shelves that I can put the cameras in and computer in, so I just have to adjust it a little bit. But I like busier puzzle images, and skies and furs are my worst enemies, but and also the edges. So when Maya isn't puzzling with me, it's always like, damn, I have to do my edges. But she likes the skies and stuff like that, so I like puzzling with her. I don't have to do the things that I don't like.
And do you live nearby that you get to see each other often?
Yeah, a couple of kilometers, so very close by. And it's just that life gets in the way of puzzling sometimes, but we live in the same city, so it's there is the possibility for puzzling. Lots of
That is quite nice.
And
And then otherwise, like, do you enjoy like bigger piece counts mostly, or are you a 500 piece puzzle type?
Speed up puzzling for 500s and maybe some slow puzzling, but I don't really do more than 1,000 pieces. I only have one 1,500 piece puzzle, so I really do most of the 500s or 1,000s. That's the main thing. And I also want to buy a lot of used puzzles, so in flea markets or online, or or stuff like that. I think it's a bit more fun to try to find something and try to see if there are all the pieces and if everything's okay, and try to get a good deal for a puzzle. So that's fun.
That is actually something that I always see in social media, that like somehow in Finland the secondhand market is just incredible. Like you get such rare and interesting puzzles from time to time, and I don't know, how do you do it?
I think that there are a lot of puzzlers in Finland that like to puzzle slowly, and they sell a lot of puzzles. So I'm not sure that a lot of people know like the market value for some puzzles. So there might be some very, very good deals. Like Maya got one Gibson for €1 in the one flea market, and we were like, what? How is this so cheap? But not mostly in the Helsinki area are the good and best deals. We get some here also, but a bit more rare.
Yeah, I think often the good deals come from, like you say, people who don't know the value of puzzles. And I imagine because like puzzles are often given as like a Christmas gift, or it's just like a very holiday thing. And then people, they do them once and maybe they're not. Puzzlers that want to do it again, and then they're just happy to, get it out of the house. And for example, my best deal was when I was in the UK. I went to some charity shops and I got a Wentworth puzzle, which is worth new 85 euros, and I got it for £85, and I got it for £4.
Wow.
And I saw that and I was like, and I was like double checking the price on the internet, and I was like, oh, like I knew it was expensive, but I didn't know it was that expensive. But you can find these deals, so I'm sure they did it as a gift, and then we're like, okay, can give it away.
Charity shops and flea markets are usually the best sources of these things, because like you were saying, like so many people just want to get rid of it or get it out of the house, so they just say like a random price, which is usually way below of what it's worth. And a Wentworth puzzle like that is such a good find.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I've done wooden puzzles before, but I've only ever done like the cheap puzzles, like the ones for less than 20 euros. And it was such a lovely experience, just like every piece as it went in, and I could just feel like the wood and like the quality, and it was such an enjoyable experience. But you said, hang on, there was something. Oh yeah, I wanted to know who came to speed puzzling first, you or Maya?
Well, it was actually my husband because he found Karen on YouTube, and he showed me like, you like puzzles, so you would like this. So, well, out of two of us, it was me first, and then we started talking, and we both have done some puzzles before, but not like this. And then actually he also got me a Christmas present that year that was 2 500-piece puzzles, and it was packed, and we competed with Maya, and Maya won very, very much more faster than I was. And it started from there. We started talking that maybe we should do an Instagram account and try to document everything, and that's what we've been doing for a little bit over a year. And then some the people from the association were just asking that if some people are interested in like developing the association, and then I started talking with them, and then now we're here. So it was a bit of fast development, but I get into these things, I think.
Are you one of those people, you see opportunity and you're like, oh, we could do this and we could do that, and like?
Yeah, and I get I like to say yes to stuff, so that's a bit of a problem sometimes, but I'm trying to say no also sometimes.
Saying yes to stuff is not necessarily the problem. Not being able to say no is a bigger problem.
Yeah, that's the one. And I'm also starting to get into local politics in our city, so that's something that also takes some of my time, and then I have to work also and try to puzzle these things in. So
Ooh, tell us about like how you're getting involved in politics. I'm actually interested in that.
we just had elections like at the same time that we had the Finnish nationals, and we had 2 elections at the same time. One was for our cities or counties for their leadership, and one is for our healthcare and for our fire departments and everything like that. So we had 2 elections at the same time, and they have a little bit of different things that are considered in it. And I was on both elections, and I got picked as like a backup electorate at the both elections. So I'm just trying to figure out how everything works and how everything is decided. And there is a lot of negotiating for who does what and what we do. And I'm in the left party, so we have a lot of ideas to get a bit better society for everyone and not for a few people. So that's something that we are trying to work on.
Yeah, that really sounds like a beautiful mission.
Yeah. We're trying to fix some things that are a bit broken in our society as well, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, you definitely sound like someone who's very motivated and willing to put the time and effort in to make things happen and to be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. I have learned in a couple of last years that if you don't do it, no one else does it for you. So you just have to speak up, and even if you're a bit anxious or scared, or if you think that something isn't right, then you should speak up.
No, that's great. And great also that you're being proactive in the Finnish Association and wanting to grow the community in Finland and make that more accessible. Also to people outside of the cities, make puzzle meetups and puzzle competitions more popular in Finland.
Yeah, that's the main goal, to get it a bit more accessible and get more people joined together.
So if somebody is in Finland and they would like to help, but they think, what can I do? Like, what are the different roles or the different ways that you can participate in an association or volunteer? Like, it's probably not just organizing competitions. There's probably other ways that are perhaps less, like if someone's not an organizational person, but they just like to be there and support, like what can they do?
Well, of course, joining the association is one thing that you can do. Just being a member gives us a little bit more to work with, and gets to show other people that we are a bigger organization, and we are something that to consider as a growing organization. So that's a good thing. Also, we have a lot of things open for social media, and for if you know some people in print medias or anything like that, we can also have people connecting there, and of course giving any ideas for any competitions or any events that people have. So just go to the association's page, and you can find us there. On Instagram, I will answer whenever I have time. And when we have someone who is has a little bit more time, then someone else can be a bit more faster to answering. And then we also have the email that's on our website. That is also some way that you can also contact us. And if you don't know where to start, then just ask that what we can do. What is something that you can do? Then that's a good start we'll find something, and it doesn't have to be a big thing or anything like that. Just
Yeah,
that
I've seen that in Germany that people were just saying, hey, I live in this city. Is there anybody else who lives nearby who would want to do a meetup? And we're seeing them pop up all over Germany, aren't we, Fuji? I mean, you even also organize one for your city.
Yes, exactly. It was actually not me, but my friend Steffi, who is around there. So she literally just had the idea. She walked into one of the libraries in the area, and she was like, "Hey, can we use your tables for a puzzle meetup from time to time?" And this is how, like, for the rest of the year, like, there's, I think, 3 meetup dates already fixed that are planned until the end of 25. And yeah, that's it. It didn't take that much energy. So like it's also like a tiny little thing that someone can do, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, for the first meetup, just randomly people turned up, and I think there was like almost 20 of us at like the peak point, because since it was in a library as well, people just go there for like whatever else reason, and they just like saw the puzzles and they were like, hey, can we join? So it is a nice thing, and it's really like a small step, but it actually helps spread like the puzzle love for everyone very much.
Yeah, and we're thinking about that if someone wants to host like a tiny event in their city, we can help with some of the costs for our with our association, and we have some puzzles left over from our competitions. Not any pandas, so no worries about that. but other like a couple maybe 20 puzzles for a competition that we can also provide, that if someone wants to host an event, we can help with that also. And we try to get it out on the open when we have the people for it a bit more organized in our association board, that who is in charge of everything. We have actually one meeting tomorrow, so we'll get to know a bit more after that.
Yeah, and I think it doesn't have to be a big thing, you know. It can just start with 5 people doing a puzzle for like doing some puzzles for 3 hours at a cafe or at a library, and it can grow from there. And I mean, we're seeing them pop up all over Germany. I mean, like if I just consider like this time, like a summer a year ago in Germany, we had maybe meetups in like the 5 biggest cities, and now there's like, it looks like there's about 15 places. Like I was just looking at the list of all the different locations where they're now having meetups, and it's really helping to start that people are finding others to do team events with. They've got their local friends, they're doing their puzzle swaps, and they're also buying and selling from each other, and it's growing. So yeah, just if you want to get something in, I don't have any time to start something in Trier, but if somebody else wants to organize it, like I'm interested. I have enough other things to organize, but yeah, organizing doesn't necessarily mean organizing something for 100 people. It can just start with 5 people. And a table and a light, like that's kind of what you need.
It's a very like there's a very low barrier to get into puzzling in general, and like people can very easily get involved. They don't even need a puzzle, they just have to like walk into a library and see people puzzling and they can join in. So it's like it's a very beautiful thing about puzzling in general, that it can really just bring people together. And yeah, it's nice to see that it's growing everywhere.
Yeah. And I think that there are some people in Finland that are doing it already, and we just want to reach out to them also and try to get a bit more us also involved, that we can help with organizing and help with costs if there are any, and if try to promote it so that it can get a bit more bigger. But it's we're in very, very early stages of our association still, but we're getting there.
Yeah, what is your association called in Finnish?
Suomen Palapeliurheiluliitto.
Is that one word?
Suomen is Finnish, and then Palapeliurheiluliitto is the
Palapeli is the puzzle.
Palapeli is puzzle, and urheilu is sports, and liitto is association.
Yes. The only reason I know that like Liitto is the association is because I know the Finnish Kennel Club is Kennel Liitto.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Well, I know Palapelli is puzzle because there's a German brand and they actually call their puzzles Palapelli.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not their brand. They have another brand there. The brand is called Curiosi, but they have different types of puzzles. They have some wooden puzzles, they have some double-sided ones, some small ones, and like with random cut and things. And so for their different collections, they have different names, and one of them is called Palapelli. And I was like, I think I've seen that before somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us. So just one moment. Yeah, so we have 15 minutes left to go, and I can see that Alvaro is going to be finishing in the next minute. That's really exciting. Alvaro and Roxana. So keep on going there. You can conquer those pandas, and Sander and Tina from the UK are working hard there, but doing a great job on the greens. I can see they're getting those bamboo leaves done. And we also have Kasha and Kasha, and their pieces are getting less, so already working on the pandas. So yeah, keep on going. Almost
There's still 15 minutes to go.
Yeah. So Jenny, would you tell us about some Finnish brands of puzzles?
Well, there are some brands. There is Beliko and Taktik that are Finnish brands that I can think of at the moment. I'm not actually sure if there are that many. Oh, then there's the one that has a lot of Putinki. That is one a bit newer ones. That also is one. I haven't done too much of them. I think that Beliko has the Moomin ones, so those are the ones that I have done some of. But there aren't too much Finnish puzzles, even in the flea market scene. So I've done some, but the quality can vary a lot that in the puzzle. So that's a bit of a problem with them, but maybe they are getting a bit more even quality when people are puzzling a bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you said that one of them has, is it Pelico, has the Moomin puzzles. And Moomin is only something I know because of Finnish puzzlers on Instagram. And it's like these hippopotamus-looking people.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more? What's the background? This is a story that Finnish kids grow up with?
Yes, it's Tove Jansson is a Finnish artist that has done the Moomin characters for had done for a long time. She has already passed away, but then also she has had those books that have like the cartoon strips and stories, but what we our millennial generation knows it is by the kind of anime version of Moomin that is on the TV when we were growing up. I think it was done in Japan, I'm quite sure, so that's something that we have seen a bit more. But Tove Jansson is a very, very amazing artist, and she has there is in Tampere, in one of our biggest cities, there is a Moomin museum that I would recommend for anyone because it's so magical, and it has a very, very nice art from Tove, and it's very, very, very beautiful. But there are these characters that sleep all winter and wake up in the spring and are just very nice, and they are very very Finnish. I also would like to sleep all winter and then wake up in the spring, but they are very fun, and they have this kind of energy in them.
Yeah,
it does. It does sound like something like very, very close to like the Finnish hearts in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about like still back to like a different topic, because you were saying like you're trying to highlight the sports aspect of puzzling, but like how do you deal with the people? Like I think it's a very common reaction from people who say that like, oh, I want puzzling for relaxing. Why would someone do this fast? Like how would you answer that?
I think that they both have a place, and I think that they both can be relaxing. And I think the speed puzzling aspect is great for this kind of flow state that you actually have to get very intensely focused on the puzzle and try to be as fast as you can. And I think it's a bit more relaxing than for me at least than regular like slower puzzling, because I'm a bit hard on focusing, so that is a bit easier when you have the time pressure on it. So I think it's actually for relaxing as well.
Yeah, that is a pretty good answer.
Yeah, I have had to answer it for a couple of times.
Yeah, I can think so, because it comes up pretty much every time that there's like a speed puzzling video or image or something like, or news going like viral, and then you get this answer like every single time, and then you have to somehow react to it.
Yeah. And I think that it's something that I would like that people that use it for relaxing, that they try to do it and try to see how it makes them feel, and start with like a very, very small puzzle, and then go up in the piece count and see how it feels. So
exactly. Michelle, have you had that experience from like people's reacting to speed puzzling?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I could never do it under pressure. This is supposed to be my relaxing time. Like, yeah. So, so I have a lot of friends who like puzzling, but none yet have really jumped on board with speed puzzling. Yeah. So what about the other reaction from other sports associations? Have you ever had any feedback like, well, is this even a sport? Like, how do you cope with that?
Not for me yet. And I think that when we had this tiny event with Maya in our town, and we were talking to places that have a lot of sporting people in there, that we booked a room that we had the event in, they were like, oh, very interesting, and not like, what, sports? So I think that most of my contacts that I have had have been more curious than like saying that that's not a small sport or anything like that. So, but I haven't had those talks at the moment, and I haven't tried talking to other sports associations. So not sure how they feel, but I think that at least in our city, we have a lot of like a chess sport association and something like that. So I think that it might be a bit easier to compare it to that.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I haven't heard, of a chess sport association. Obviously, there are the sporty elements of it, like when they're racing against the clock and everything like that. But I think it's very interesting that it's already accepted as having a chess sport association. And then if you come in with puzzle sport, then it's much easier to fit in.
Yeah. I'm quite sure that it was also a sport thing, but at least in the same places that they're doing it, and as in the kind of similar places and areas. So I think that it might be a bit easier to have it in also, have us also there.
I'm just going to answer a question from the chat. So somebody asked, what is a flex competition, and is there going to be a Teams meeting? I think she means pairs, without the live stream. Yes. So the flex competitions, if it's just a purely flex competition, there is no live stream, and that means you can do it at the online meeting. So there is an appointed time, and if you have time, then you would join the meeting and do it online like this, except it won't be published. Only I am watching. But there will be a flex competition coming up for pairs, which we've never done before. But that means that if you, for example, don't have time, or your pairs partner doesn't have time on a Sunday morning, you could do it like on a Tuesday evening, for example, film yourself, submit your video in time, and then you would still be in the results. So I just thought, because in summer coming up, there's a lot of things happening, a lot of holidays, and it is getting harder and harder to kind of make time with your pair, especially that people both have time on a Sunday morning. So we're going to try that as well. So yes. So Jenny, have you ever done a flex competition?
Once, I think I did. So I was in the online meeting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it was nice. But I also love the you're talking about everything and hearing how everything goes and how people are doing. So I think I understand the need for it, and I understand that there is a good place for it, and I think that it's a good thing that there are, but I don't think that it's maybe for me.
So you're one of the people who does listen to the live stream at the same time? It doesn't distract you?
No, I just enjoy it so much. Yeah. I'm not sure if it might distract me, but I still love it so much, so I don't want to miss it.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who say they don't listen at all because they want to focus, and then there are other people, and people are or they just want to listen to something else or to have quiet. And then there are other people who say, "Oh, I'm in the flex meeting. It's so eerily quiet." Like,
yeah,
it's like I say go, and then it's like silence, and then half an hour later, I'm like, "Oh, we had the first finish."
Yeah, it was a weird experience when you're like used to this kind of meetings, but I think that there's a place for it also.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's especially from the feedback that I have been getting is that a lot of people that are not confident really to take part in a live competition, or that they are too nervous and they feel like they can't handle the pressure and all that. And in that, the flex is a pretty good bridge for people to get into like live online competitions that you have to start on time, and then you don't hear anything, but it feels like you're speed puzzling at home.
Yeah, as a bridge, I think it's a good thing because, like you said, because it's easier to go to that kind of competition and then get into this kind of one and see that it isn't that nerve-wracking than you think that it is.
Yeah. So for those who didn't see Instagram, but will also. You should receive our newsletter. If you are not, you definitely need to sign up to our newsletter. It will be going out this evening, and there will be the dates announced for July and August, and those will go on sale on Thursday evening after the live stream. So we have just over a minute left, and I want to send some encouragement and to Sander and Tina and Kasha and Kasha. So just try to get a few more pieces. You're almost there at the 2 hour mark. You've almost made it, but I know it's getting tiring and you probably want to break soon, but give your best for the next minute.
Yeah, a couple more pieces. You can do it.
Yeah, it is a huge achievement to puzzle for 2 hours straight. So you are doing amazing.
And I just want to say Nat finished. Unfortunately, the camera was turning on and off with Nat, so we missed some at the end. But Nat and Malone from France just finished a minute ago, so congrats.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yes, we are in the last few seconds now.
Few more. You can do it.
Yeah, 1 or 2 pieces can still go in.
Yeah, so if people have never done pandas before or not familiar with like painted animal fur, it is tricky. But 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Oh, so close. Well done.
Amazing.
Yeah, so then count up your leftover pieces and write that in the chat, and then we'll use that for the rankings. But yeah, I mean, puzzling for 2 hours, if you're not familiar with that, or if you have an unfamiliar puzzling partner and you're still figuring out how you manage your space and how you divide up the roles.
Or just getting into speed puzzling in general. Like at first it can be very intimidating to have to finish a puzzle in 2 hours.
Yes.
So it is definitely a huge achievement, and you have done amazingly.
Yes.
And now you can have a well-deserved lunch and a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can enjoy their Sunday from here on.
Yeah, a small break and then finishing the puzzle.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, thanks so much, Jenny. I'm so glad we got to chat with you. And too bad that Maya wasn't there today, but also you did great to finish it by yourself, and that you took time to chat with us. And yeah, great things happening in Finland. And we're really happy to have you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I hope that we'll be talking maybe some other time as well. And
Yes, thank you.
yes,
See
thank
you
you.
very soon.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the others to write their pieces in the chat. And yeah, thanks to those who've been following along on YouTube. And yes, we've noted that there is a Moomin museum we need to visit when we're in Finland.
When we're in Tampere.
So yes. All right, so Kasha's 68 pieces. So I think Sander forgot to write how many pieces they have, but I can get that from them later. All right, well, thanks so much, Fruji. And yes, I'm going to be at your event. I'll see you next weekend.
See you next week.
Yeah. Sander and Tina, don't forget to write your number of pieces in the chat.
Yeah, I think they
That you have
accidentally might have left the chat first.
Yeah, so this will be Sunday. That will be Sigan. Tell us how many people you're expecting for the competitions.
Well, in total, as in like participants with every category, almost 160 people. So there's going to be 50 in individual beginners, and then 50 in the pro category. And then we're going to have 30 in pairs, and we're going to also have a team competition. I think in the end we have 24 teams.
Oh, that's amazing. So
and
that will be
a big competition. Everything is packed up, as you can see behind me. And I'm just looking forward to everyone seeing what the puzzles are, because I have been keeping the secret for well over a month now, and it has been very hard.
But now you know how I feel. I have all these amazing puzzles and I can't share them with anybody.
Yes, exactly. It's a brand new feeling. So if anyone ever wants to organize something, be prepared that you can't share your puzzles that you have in your house or that you have in storage, and you can't tell anyone, and it's hard.
You have to be good at keeping secrets.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we got the pieces count from Sander, and Matt says he's having a puzzling day. All days a puzzling day, but especially Sunday. Yes. Enjoy,
Exactly.
Matt.
Enjoy the puzzles. Enjoy your Sunday.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. And see you at the next live stream on Thursday.
Thank you. Bye.